taking a long trip to the East Coast. Facing off with him here, and that's Brian Dable, head coach of the Giants. His guys no doubt happy to be back home after they took the loss on the road last week. Punter Thomas Morstead has the ball teed up. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt up in the booth. And off we go from MetLife. Here's Amir Smith-Marset on the return. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. They're led out by one of only a handful of quarterbacks, Brock, to eclipse 200 career starts. I know you covered him for a long time in Seattle. A 10-time Pro Bowl selection, Russell Wilson.
Their loss last week, it really isn't on him. He had a great game. He checked off a lot of the boxes they had for him in the game plan going in, especially the one at the top, Kate, getting him to the end zone. 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. He does that again here. They should be winners.
Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. What? They'll run it with Devin Singletary. He won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing 3rd down to begin this ball game. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. 3rd and long. They're going to throw. He's going for it himself. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied. They responded. Forced a 4th down.
The Giants readying to punt, and they're going to send out the lefty, Jamie Gillen, for the kick. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
Hey, it wasn't a banner game he had last week, stuff in the stat sheet, but still one that falls squarely into the good territory. Had a couple touchdowns to make up for the 1 interception, and his effort was enough to be one of the pillars in their win, and certainly some momentum to build on today.
Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. He's going to get this up to about the 28. Very close to picking up that 1st down. Battle coming up on 3rd and inches. Trying to run here with Robinson. And they fought their way through to stop him behind the line. It's going to be 4th now and less than a yard.
It's a loss of 2 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Gonna go. It's Purdy. And it's a turnover to begin their game. That's incomplete on 4th, and it's gonna go over on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Ross off the play fake. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ross now from the gun. Jump off caught by his back. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further. 3rd down, and they need to get 10.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
Don't air it out on 3rd. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. He can't hang on to the pass. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Graham Gano and the Giants field goal unit out. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. If kick by Gano is good. And that'll mark their first appearance in our scoring summary today.
What a season this guy's had. Yet to miss on a field goal this entire year. And I really hope I didn't just jinx him.
Isaac Galindo to return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And the last time we saw them, Brock, they took a risk, went for it on their own half of the field, but it didn't work out. They'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs. One play in, and they are already close to midfield.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the counter, McCaffrey. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Giants side of the field. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Now Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of him.
Finds the in route complete. That short field pass, Brock, is held to the short field. It's going to be 4th and short.
A gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Purdy on the play action. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Second down now. They need 7.
At the 47-yard line.
From the gun, a carry by Singletary. And he will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this second quarter with the Giants in possession. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Here's Singletary again. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of them on that run. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
He's going to work ahead for a couple here. It's 3rd down now. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Throwing on 3rd, Wilson. Complete left side to Robinson. And they bring him down around the 34.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. One of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dallas Flowers now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And they haven't been shy about looking his way in the passing game, have they? You can see that so far this season, he's currently leading all running backs in receiving yards. Intended target was his running back. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he could transform a short completion into a big play.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. This is going to be down to looks like about the opposing 36 for their next snap. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They've got first down here from the 36. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
On 3rd down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk downfield. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
It's a gain of 29. That's another 49er first down.
McCaffrey hits the end zone for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers tie and can take the lead here in the second. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. PAT up and good for Moody. And they'll take the lead.
Niners 7, Giants 6.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Now here comes the New York offense. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
He's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. More from MetLife Stadium on the other side. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already into enemy territory. This will look for Wilson. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
2nd and 3 at the 49ers 40-yard
Shotgun snap for Wilson. No one open on that play, so he's going to chuck this to another county.
I think I got the same thought bubble as all the fans in the stands with that one. You just got to tuck it. Don't try to force the issue. You're out there in the open space. Put your head down and go get the first.
Wilson on 3rd down. They're on it. That's intercepted. Nick Martin picks it off. And the 49ers are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up.
Get set, get set.
Play action now. Purdy. He beams one deep right side. Now this is intercepted. That is back-to-back passes. Devon Holland comes up with it. To a takeover just shy of midfield as his return goes out. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Wilson now off the play action. Completed over the middle. And he's able to get it past midfield and down onto the 49er side.
4 yards on the pickup.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Play right side is caught by Robinson. And he's taken down at the 30. That play good for 17 and a first down.
And the Giants.
Wilson now from the gun. He's got it in the red zone. Finds him over the middle. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Prior to first down, they decided to call a timeout.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Ross is cooking again. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18.
What? 380!
Here's Wilson to the air. Has him on a quick hitter. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was on the back.
Touchdown, New York. The Giants take the lead just before halftime. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 6. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide to do with the time they've got remaining here. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything.
What's up? Stop.
He's back to throw. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. Here comes the final play of our first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Back to throw it. He's going deep this time. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. And with a push of a button, we say so long to the halftime report and jump right back to the start of the 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. Flowers now to return it. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he's been one of the best at leading an offense this season. As you can see, he's at 2nd in the NFL right now in touchdown passes. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
At the 29-yard line.
Okay, left side to McCaffrey. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. Give him 5 on the play. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
18!
He's got it on the bootleg. He's going to push one deep down the route. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up 1st and 10. Taking the handoff. Now Wilson. Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
What? Done!
Russ is going to cook here. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss. 49ers with an extra defensive back out there for this 3rd down play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That's into the hands of Singletary. And a nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt. The Giants are set to punt. It's going to be Jamie Gillen doing the honors. That's grabbed at the 10. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
At their own 25-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10.
Get set! Get set! 18!
On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. He's going to get this one at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
First and 10, on to Robinson. We'll cobble together a yard there. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play action now with Purdy. And he snaps this one over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 46
Off the play fake. Purdy flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Second down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Gobbled up on the right side, that's Ayuk. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like this, moments like this, where you can't feed him enough because that defense just simply has no answers.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead now to punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And he'll bring in this fair catch at the 13. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
On the play. 2nd and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Now stick with Singletary. Let's call that a solid run there, partner. He got about 6. It's going to be 3rd down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient. He was explosive. Nice.
49ers closing in, and down he goes. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down. They'll bring out the punter here. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. And he gets it away from his end zone. Takes this in the area of midfield. And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. The San Francisco offense headed out to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
To 2nd and 10.
Purdy on the play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass. Trying to hit his fullback there. So they're left facing 3rd and long. To the air on 3rd and long. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off. And they get this down to the 28. Now we have a momentary stoppage for an injured Giant as they get somebody out there to tend to him. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. They toss to McCaffrey running left. And he's forced out of bounds after picking up about 7. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Purdy to throw it. Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Gonna mix the catch. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers come through to tie it in the 4th. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. They have this try now to put them in front late. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
14, Giants 13.
It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Here's Smith-Marsh set to return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set. And it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
Well, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. Wilson to throw it. Swing pass here for Singletary. And he's brought down at the line.
Singletary. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down. At the 21.
Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Now here's Ross. Dump off caught by his back. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants down by only 1. This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. And he got there in time. He's taken down. And that is not something this offense could afford, Brock. That's going to bring up 4th and long. To throw. Throw caught by his running back. And they do not get a desperately needed 1st down. He doesn't make it, and they still trail after the turnover on. Now hang on. They want to take another look at this play. And a very important call coming up late in this game. So the officials looked at it twice. The replay officials in New York agreed, and the call on the field's going to stand. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one. Now a timeout for an injured player. That's Christian McCaffrey being attended to. Hopefully with his history, this is something minor.
Get set, get set. IT, watch out.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. The Giants using their first timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the 1st.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
A touchdown would put this one to bed. A few shots at it here, starting with 1st and goal. Robinson. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers get some all-important insurance. quite the throw from him on that play, Brock. I gotta say, you look like you'd make quite the emergency quarterback for this squad if the need ever arises, huh?
And, Kate, I know how this plays out, all right? They worked on it all week. He showed out during the practice week on the practice field, and now he just showed out when it really mattered, and everybody's going to hear about it, and they don't mind, because you're absolutely right. That was a dime for 6.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. It's all lined up. Morstead ready to send this flying. Fields the hard squib kick. Mismanages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. Brian Dable getting his Giants out there for their next drive. They have a chance to tie this game back up, but they've got to get this to the end zone first on a touchdown, and then again on a 2-point try. Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, so he's just going to hurl this one away. So that play doesn't work out, but things make it even worse for them. Looks like one of their big guys out front is in need of a look from the training staff. Setting up to pass. Has him on the quick hitter. And they don't get any help on their second down, Brock. He is out right along the line, so no gain.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
Throwing now. He's got the first down grab and still going. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
Giants, first down.
Here he is to throw. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. This is caught inside the 15. He finds 37 yards on the play to move those chains. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal.
First and 10.
We look to throw it. He brings it in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. The Giants moving quickly. They're in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. And he stopped after a gain of about 5. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Russ now from the gun. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. Shotgun snap for Wilson. Looking, but will not find it. So incomplete on 2nd and goal, Brock. Chances starting to run thin to score here. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he is to throw. And they're still like Brock. He brings in the touchdown, and now they've got a shot to force overtime. All right, they got the touchdown, but that was only half of it. So now they need this 2-point conversion, or this one's over.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
All or nothing, they'll run it. And he can't find a way in, so this will stay a 2-point game, and it may all be over now. Oof, their comeback hopes are dwindling by the second, but any path to victory starts with a successful onside try here. And he's down. Looks like they made the stop at the 46-yard line.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
And he can't escape, Brock. They lose yards, but defensively, no timeouts left to stop the clock and take advantage.
So a loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 48-yard line.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Brock, I know you know this firsthand. All the way across the country. Feels like you're playing in the morning. You played a lot of these. That is not an easy thing to do what they just did.
And you know what, Kate? You look back, even like the Niners of the 80s, those